how different the league feels about Shedeur Sanders' performance compared to the rest of us.
Funny.
Chase, my colleague on Scoop City, quarterback, 14 years, studies film like a lunatic. He's like an Orlovsky. Loves it. Like just consumes this stuff. And he was on the show with us in today's episode talking about it, and he just really liked the things that he was doing. Yet when I talk to people around the league, I don't get as much enthusiasm about what they saw from Shedeur playing the actual position. Just things that he still has to get better at, which is fine for a fifth-round pick, a rookie quarterback. But I think it may have been heightened a bit just because I think there's a really big group of people that like Shedeur. They want to see him show the world that he deserves to be the starting quarterback in Cleveland, deserves to beat out Joe Flacco. But a lot of people shared with me just, he has a good arm. He's got great poise, good plays with his legs, but just, poor ball security in the pocket, just a couple of those things. So I want to see if this ever levels out. That's what I want to see on Saturday when they play the Eagles. The Browns are playing at the Link at 1, to just see if Shedeur takes this next step, or if everyone sees the way I think people that are studying this stuff see it.
How much of that reaction from people around the league is the same guys who passed on him through 4 rounds?
Which was everyone.
Right, just digging in on their initial opinion.
Great
including
question.
the Browns, by the way.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was calling around, I kept that in mind. Of course, I checked in with people that I knew were in on Shedeur, we'll call it, in meaning they needed a quarterback. But I kept it pretty broad. I asked a lot of people on purpose because I wasn't sure from watching myself. Based on social media and the Nike ad, I'm like, I guess it was great. And then, I think they have a really interesting situation there in Cleveland. I don't think it's going to be easy waters to navigate, because there's going to be this pressure to put him out there, because he's electric, because he's got this energy about him. He's got this following, but I don't necessarily believe that always means that that's the best choice. So I think unless if he takes some big step here coming up, in this game, then I could see them maybe considering it. But for right now, from what I understand and from talking to enough people around the league, I think Shedeur Sanders stays, on the depth chart in the spot he's in right now. I don't foresee him moving up anywhere.
Why do you hate JJ McCarthy?
Oh my God.
You hate JJ McCarthy?
What's your problem with JJ?
So I'm going to Minnesota tonight. I can't wait. I feel like I'm going to land at the airport and people are going to throw eggs in my face. By the way, leave it to me to fight with the nicest fan base in America.
Right.
Yes. Of course.
Yes.
Is that a known thing that Viking fans are the nicest fan base? I didn't know that.
Oh my God. They're like people from Minnesota
Very
are
nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like even the staff in Minnesota, like you talk about fighting, it's impossible to fight with people, with the coaching staff and with the PR people there. It's like a Minnesota nice thing. Obviously, East Coast people were a little bit more direct. We'll scream in your face. We'll love you and hug you later, but we share how we feel. Minnesota just does. I think they feel the same rage we feel, but they just don't say it. But it's part of the reason why I love going to Minnesota is because I'm like, wow, so this is a world where people are kind. So yeah, in the off season, I think I got on their bad side because there was a time where Minnesota was having conversations about bringing in Aaron Rodgers. And I made the mistake of doing Dan Patrick's show. That wasn't the mistake. I love Dan. It was Dan set me up on purpose and said, all right, take a guess right now. If you had to guess, Aaron Rodgers will play where? This is just a guess. And as a reporter, when you guess, people think that's you saying that's what's going to happen. And I took a beat and I said, Dan, I think that Aaron Rodgers will somehow wind up in Minnesota.
That's a report.
Hater.
Why do you hate JJ
Headline,
McCarthy?
Russini says Rodgers.
That's a bad job by Dan Patrick, by the way. I mean,
I texted his people. I was like, never again. No more guessing questions. No, and do really enjoy that show. And he asks questions like you do, Stu, just things that are hard and I'm never going to come out on top, but I enjoy the challenge. Because even this show, I will get aggregated from this afterwards, right? It'll be like, Russini hates Minnesota. She thinks Shedeur Sanders should be cut. Like, whatever. So it'll happen. Send them to me afterwards. Can't wait. Love my job. So I think what happened, I think Minnesota Viking fans took that as me going, the Vikings are out on JJ.